The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, otherwise known as the FAO, is a specialized agency of the United Nations which leads international efforts to defeat hunger in both developed and developing countries. The FAO acts as a neutral forum where all nations meet as equals to negotiate agreements and debate policy. The FAO is also a source of information, serving as a valuable knowledge network that provides aid development data. They assist countries in the transition to modernization by improving agriculture, forestry and fisheries practices, and ensuring good nutrition for all. The FAO was technically founded in 1943 in Hot Springs, Virginia, by 44 governments meeting to commit themselves to founding a permanent organization for food and agriculture. However, it was only in 1945 during a conference in Quebec City, Canada, when the FAO was first designated as a specialized United Nations agency. Thus, the FAO's official founding is considered to be on October 16, 1945. Having been established at the conclusion of the Second World War, the FAO worked towards reconstitution and pushed for development in tropical countries. Since their founding in 1945, they have focused special attention on developing rural areas, home to 70% of the world's poor and hungry. An intergovernmental organization, the FAO has 191 member nations, plus one member organization, the European Community, and one associate member, the Faroe Islands. All FAO members are subdivided into 7 geographic regions for council election purposes. These regions are Africa, Asia, Europe, Latin America and the Caribbean, the Near East, North America, and the Southwest Pacific. It is interesting to note that one notable country which is absent from the organization is Singapore. While the exact details are not known as to why Singapore is not a member of the FAO, it can be assumed that it may be due to Singapore's apparent lack of an agricultural sector in its economy. The FAO's aim is to achieve food security for all, such that people have regular access to enough high-quality food to lead active, healthy lives. However, the official mandate of the FAO is to raise levels of nutrition, improve agricultural productivity, better the lives of rural populations, and contribute to the growth of the world economy. The FAO's governing structure consists of the conference, the council with an independent chairperson, and the specialist committees reporting to the council. Within the structure, the conference and the council are the only governing bodies empowered to make decisions. However, the conference acts as the highest political body of the FAO, consisting of all member countries, each with a single equal vote. Decisions are made by consensus, by simple majority voting, or by a 2/3 majority vote for changes in the Constitution. The current Director General of the conference is Jacques Diouf. Although the FAO aims to introduce simple, sustainable tools and techniques, provide legal advice, and mobilize action in times of crisis, a 2007 independent external evaluation of the FAO has stated that all of the then 190 FAO members were surveyed with response rates of solely over 45%, thus not successfully meeting its official aim of mobilizing action so as to achieve global food security. Additionally, it can be seen that the governing structure of the FAO has been hugely unsuccessful in keeping in line with its mandate of raising levels of nutrition, improving agricultural productivity, bettering the lives of rural populations, and contributing to the growth of the world economy. This is partly due to the low level of mutual trust and understanding that exists within the membership, as well as the FAO's tendency to be conservative, slow to adapt, and slow to identify areas of genuine priority. Furthermore, the FAO currently has a heavy and costly bureaucracy characterized by excessive transaction control processes, high levels of overlap and duplication, and low levels of delegated authority when compared to other organizations. The FAO is today in a financial crisis that imperils its future and prevents it from fully realizing its goals. The same independent external evaluation of the FAO states that between 1994 and 2005, its total financial resources declined in real terms by 31%, and its total staff complement fell by 25%. Now, the current economic recession has just exacerbated the loss in financial resources and has impeded the FAO from acting efficiently. Furthermore, since production is now growing more slowly and is inadequate to the demands of increasing population, The apparent shortage in supply is also conclusive of growing stresses on existing production techniques and cropping patterns as a consequence of climate change, urbanization, and population growth. Thus, we can see that the theory of Malthusian economics is evidently applicable to this situation. Economist Robert Malthus believed that the population would naturally increase faster than the amount of food that could be produced to feed it, and ultimately, starvation would limit population growth. While starvation has not yet limited population growth, widespread hunger as a result of scarcity has caused malnutrition, which is what the FAO is trying to combat. Nevertheless, this has all led to the Assembly of World Leaders at FAO headquarters in Rome for the World Summit on Food Security, which lasted from November 16th to November 18th. During the World Summit meeting, world leaders pledged renewed commitment to eradicate hunger from the face of the earth sustainably and at the earliest date. Moreover, countries also agreed to work to reverse the decline in domestic and international funding for agriculture and to promote new investment in the sector, so as to improve governance of global food and to proactively face the challenges of climate change. Only time will tell if these pledges are actually acted upon. However, one thing remains certain. The agricultural sector can no longer be neglected.